Hi, I am Silni and I am a student of IIM Trichy. I am doing this video on Indian economy and policy. My topic focuses on how quality infrastructure can affect the economy. Broadly, I would be talking about sanitation and access to electricity. By definition, sanitation is the hygienic means of promoting health through prevention of human contact with hazards of waste as well as the treatment and proper disposal of sewage or wastewater. Improving sanitation is crucial as it can be seen from PM Modi's Swachh Bharat policy aimed at creating a better and aware India. This is to create awareness against the diseases, how as a part of the process, a lot of toilets have been built throughout India. The policy has been put in place to improve people's health and the country's economy. This was a step towards complying with Millennium Development Goals or MDGs. Despite the effort made here, the progress of achieving the MDGs on halving the proportion of people without access to clean water and basic sanitation by 2015 has been delayed. One of the major reasons for this delay is that the policy makers as well as the general public is still not aware about improved sanitation solutions, and the ignorance is what this is causing. This is a situation worldwide. The ignorance and denial among the policymakers sometimes disables them to see the scientific facts right in front of them, like how important it is to create awareness about sanitation and promote policies that promote sanitation and access to safe drinking water. Scientific evidence has demonstrated that the economic cost associated with poor sanitation is substantial. At the global level, failure to meet the MDG water and sanitation target would have ramifications in the area of 38 billion US dollars, and sanitation costs would be constitute 92% of that. In developing countries, the spending required to provide new coverage to meet the same MDG sanitation target would be somewhere around 142 billion dollars. So this translates to per capita spending of 28 US dollars for sanitation. It is safe to say that investing in sanitation is socially and economically worthwhile. For every $1 invested, achieving the sanitation MDG target and universal sanitation access in the non-OECD countries would result in a global return of $9.1 and $11.2 respectively for investing $1 in each. That's what you get. Having talked about sanitation, coming to electricity. Energy, as we all know, is a vital element for economic development, as both agricultural and industrial activities depend on it. An increase in the demand for energy, an increase in these activities leads to an increase in the demand for energy. The provision of a greater access to energy in developing countries has been recommended by some economists. This will help grow their the reason they say is that this will help grow these countries' economies and improve the lives of the poor. What does so we come to the question that what does electricity production need? Economic inputs such as capital, labor, and various forms of energy such as oil, coal, etc., to convert them into economic outputs. They can be expressed using this equation called production function. This function accepts some values as inputs to yield some results as outputs. In order to study the relationship between energy and economic growth, we need to study the effect of various forms of energies on aggregate output. The influence of energy on aggregate output is affected by a lot of things like substitution between energy and other inputs, shifts in composition of energy input, technological changes, and like shift in like a shift to a more capital intensive economy from a labor intensive economy. It has been argued that energy saving innovations can end up causing even more energy to be used, as the money saved is spent on other goods and services which themselves require energy in their production. To produce energy services, one uses energy. Sorry. Therefore, innovations that reduce the amount of energy required to produce a unit of energy services lowers the effective price of energy services, which affects the income in a way that leads to an increase in demand for other goods and services, and therefore the energy required to produce them. Other results of the reduced cost of energy services can be seen in the capital stocks that result in an even further increased long-run demand response for energy. In conclusion, that it can be said that improvement in energy efficiency reduces total energy demand. So we can undeniably imply that access to clean drinking water, sanitation, and electricity can do wonders for a country's economic growth. The implementation of quality infrastructure has been started by the present government, giving away to policies like Swachh Bharat and Make in India. Where Swachh Bharat focuses on the sanitation aspect, the implementation of Make in India gives the right pull for investment for projects that would require electricity and might be placed in a location that lacks the facility, giving it more exposure. Also, there has been motivation, for things like solar power. There have been subsidies for solar power cells and wind energy. These economic encouragements can lead to using alternate and cleaner sources of energy to produce electricity. So all these policies are in action and will lead, and in long term they will make India's economy grow more. This is me signing off. Thank you.